Hello everybody, welcome back to Language Litigation and Integration Part 66. Let the bodies hit the flow. 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 Ah! You all know the song, but we got some good legal things to talk about today. Getting some more hilarious inconsistencies. I think it's hilarious at this point. People just can't do anything properly. So we're going to talk about some more absolute nonsense going on, some actual legal definitions, got a bunch of talking points, mostly legal today, maybe a story or two if I have time, and just other random things I got written down. But what's the difference between homicide, murder, and manslaughter? We're going to talk about the Kim Potter and Dante Wright case. So I did some Googling, and again I'm not going to try to break down the linguistic generality. Homicide, hominid, genocide, manslaughter is a super word salad word, murder means killing, but again just what's the most general just doesn't really matter for this video, but what constitute these things legally. Right, homicide, you have murder, you have first degree, second degree, third degree murder. In manslaughter you have voluntary and involuntary. I don't have the definitions pulled up right now, but murder is first degree is premeditated. I think second degree can also be sometimes involuntary manslaughter, just like a passion crime, heat of the moment type of deal without premeditation. In third degree, I'm not exactly sure, but the difference, and I have a couple legal definitions written down from NOLO, the legal encyclopedia. Manslaughter is an unlawful killing that doesn't involve malice aforethought. This is the logical oversimplification, but this is the buzzwords for legal people. Malice aforethought, intention before the crime, intent to seriously harm or an extreme reckless disregard for human life. Let's focus on that part. Extreme reckless disregard for human life. I have another quote from the same encyclopedia. The subtleties between murder and manslaughter reach their peak with involuntary manslaughter, particularly because an accidental killing through extreme recklessness can constitute second-degree murder. Same dictionary. And so, let the bodies hit the flow. This is kind of the different legal differentiations of having a body hit the flow. But the Kim Potter and Dante Wright case is just an absolute carnival to me. An absolute fucking carnival. If you've seen anything about it, again, Officer Kim Potter shot Dante Wright when she thought she was reaching for her taser and instead pulled out her gun and shot him in the chest. Immediately after that, she's like, oh my gosh, I just shot him, and then she's literally rolling around on the floor in hysteria. A trained law enforcement officer. Anybody that carries a deadly weapon, if you behave like that, you should have never had a gun in your hand at any point in time. Never. Literally fucking never. And so the first thing I see on that is just, again, from the evidence alone, rolling around on the fucking ground. First of all, so incompetent, you don't notice the weight of a different gun between a fucking taser. You're so in the heat of the moment, she's a fat bitch. Heat of the moment, can't tell the difference between a taser and a fucking gun. Mind blown. Shoots him in the chest and then is rolling around on the ground after like, oh my gosh, I just killed somebody, because you did. And killing, what is that? That's murder. But she's getting charged with manslaughter. Or the legal differentiation for malice aforethought is an extreme reckless disregard for human life. She was trying to enforce a warrant for a misdemeanor. Risk reward society. Man, someone doesn't pay their traffic tickets. Oh, we gotta arrest him. Oh, gotta shoot him. Maybe they didn't show for court. Oh, gotta do something. Oh, gotta do something. With people who have 6 months of training and shoot people and have no idea the difference between a gun and a fucking taser. As a judge in this one, I would absolutely, and then I just literally Googled it, and her commanding officer said she had the right to use deadly force. Both of these people should lose their fucking ability to enforce law today. As a judge, I would throw out any fucking manslaughter, reckless disregard for human life, citizen versus police officer. What are police officers supposed to do? Execute people or enforce the law? so profoundly underdeveloped that she doesn't know the difference, kills a fucking guy, for risk reward makes no fucking sense. And then her commanding officer covers her ass and she had the right to use deadly force on the stand. No, she didn't. Absolutely fucking not. So I would hold this guy contempt of court, throw him in jail fucking as well. I would absolutely not take a verdict that was not murder. I just wouldn't. Because if you can't train your officers, is it the person who was born without any consent? Somebody else had sex and they fucked and the kid popped out and they have to live their life and they're in a society where people can just shoot them whenever the fuck they want? Or is it the trained officers that, again, from their own ambition, their own initiation, they wanted to be a police officer. They were so poor making $30,000 as a plumber, now they want to be a good person and make $65,000 for like the 10th time I've said that. And now they can just shoot you. And then after they literally murder you, well, they're commanding officers who do the same thing, just like Bill Kosiski, just like Cassandra Schaefer, just like Elaine Bryant, just like LaShonda Potts. Well, then they just cover their fucking asses. So as a practical matter, absolutely fucking not. The responsibility of law enforcement versus the natural behaviors of a citizen, that's where the reckless disregard for human life really comes to in this case. So I would not accept that literally whatsoever at all. It's just atrocious, man. Like I said, I'm trying to leave this country, but a bunch of people play sports their whole lives and then pick up guns and now they literally kill people and now they just say whatever the fuck they want to say. So that's the first case I wanted to talk about. Absolutely atrocious murder. It's murder. And both her and the commanding officer who said she had the right to use deadly force for a misdemeanor warrant, and she doesn't know the difference between her taser and her gun. Well, welcome to America, everybody. Moving on. So then I want to talk about a little bit more about the Mississippi abortion case and the Ohio Born Alive bill. And again, abortion is completely legal. If you want to create laws and statute that don't make any fucking biological sense, Governor DeWine and any other getting conservative Christian people who are just hypocritical in such a profound way. Again, I don't care. Let the bodies hit the floor. But Mississippi abortion case is the one that's really being heard by the Supreme Court and overthrowing Roe versus Wade. But it's really after, can people have an abortion after 15 weeks? I think the current Ohio law is, you can't have one after 20 weeks, which, again, maybe the heartbeat or whatever, but really what separates an individual is independence, sentience, the ability to choose independently from any other living system. So that really what defines sentience. But again, I'm pretty, like I said, I'm absolutely for abortion in any practical standpoint from, again, making a decision. If you don't have an early term abortion and then want a long term abortion, that just means, again, you have no ability to make a decision. But I'm pretty lenient on that. Again, abortion in general certainly is legal. And from a practical standpoint, all you conservatives, Governor DeWine and Rob DeSantis and all you political monkeys who just pick whatever team, get your career faster, get better, you don't give a fuck about anything. Mike DeWine, I'm not a scientist. Yeah, you know fucking shit you're not, man. But the buck stops with you, and so you just do whatever the fuck you want to get reelected and to get into, the customer doesn't know what they want, and that's all your literate constituents, and they're just, again, hillbilly, fucking trash. But the Ohio Born Alive bill, again, there's a couple parts to it. I think it's already illegal to, after 20 weeks, get an abortion in Ohio, but basically if abortion fails, would you save the kid? I would. Absolutely, abortion is legal. From my own definition. A baby comes out, it's not longer sentient, it's breathing and living, let's fucking get the doctors, let's save it as fast as we can. Absolutely. Abortion is absolutely legal, and I kind of agree with the Ohio Born Alive bill. The part I don't agree with is shuttering or sheltering. There's another part. That sentiment I agree with. If an individual is sentient on its own, 100% save its life every single fucking time. But closing down, there's also a part where it closes down abortion centers in Ohio. Fuck no. We are actually a regressive society. And I don't care. Like I said, as soon as I've paid myself a little chunk of money, I'm owed infinitely more money, I'm just out of this bitch. This is just such a carnival. This is such a fucking carnival. And nobody can behave. Just watched Heather Hang again. A generalist, somebody who can speak over a lot of disciplines, it's intimidating. You people don't even know how many subjects I've contributed to. Like there's massive you've never seen before that I proof shit in every single day. And so if you people want to keep saying 1 + 1 = 3 at the cost of true detriment to society, do your thing, bro. Do your thing. But again, certainly agree with a failed abortion, keep them alive 100%. Totally disagree with shutting down any sort of abortion clinic, even for later stages. 15 weeks and 20 weeks makes no difference to me, because make a fucking decision. 5.75 million settlement by CPD. Shout out Chief Elaine Bryant. She's on like her second, third marriage, coming from Chicago, just getting a paycheck wherever the fuck she can. Shout out LaShonda Potts. Again, if you hire more black chicks, you solve racism instantly, even though insecurity is completely independent from skin tone. So, just keep doing your thing, guys. Don't publish my paper. Every time someone goes and shoots a bunch of kids in a gang retaliation or something in Canal Winchester, well, again, you can educate people. That will certainly decrease violent crime, or you can do nothing and continue the violent crime. And what are we going to do? We're going to continue the violent crime because we don't respect our own fucking laws. So shout out Chief Elaine Bryant, you're an absolute fucking bimbo. But 5.75 million settlement for CPD for violating civil rights. Protesters. Peaceful protesters allowed to protest, allowed to have their right to gather, Second Amendment or Third Amendment or Fourth, whatever the fuck, the right to gather. But nope, CPD, they've been trained for 6 months, they're ready to force the law, they're all just a bunch of absolute fucking animals. A herd of fucking animals. They hire a couple black chicks for the chief, and then they just continue to be a herd of animals. And so, when I'm telling you this is like I can't report crime, I literally have a contractual offer for $1 million, $500,000, $750,000, $100 million right now. How the fuck do I give a lecture? How the fuck do I get my constitutional rights? This is the same police department, the same ones that have to pay $6 million because they can't do their job. Like, not at all. Literally not at all. Absolute fucking carnival shithole. Fuck Columbus, Ohio. But a U.S. Marshal, he got shot trying to apprehend a subject. And again, I say this as a judge and as a lawman, the only person that's ever modified legal discourse with a logical proof. Damn, I wish you would have taken the room temperature challenge. I really do. If you're not going to enforce the law, then you're going to get on the stand and say she has the right to use deadly force to defend murder. Well, fuck 12. Fuck the Fraternal Order of Police. Now, who are your children learning from? Anywhere. Any subject. Anything. So, fuck you. Fuck me. Fuck you. So, shout out to that guy who got shot. I'm sure I'm still rolling. If you're just listening, nothing on the board's changed. But there was another Columbine averted in Florida from Snapchat posts. Basically, that's all I've written down. But I know some dude was posting about, I guess specifically citing he's going to go do another Columbine. This is speciality, everybody. This is the society sets an expectation. Up, I'm sad. Up, I'm angry. What am I going to do? I'm going to shoot a bunch of fucking people. And so, again, I just can only say the same thing so many times. Education, education, education. Publishing my papers, education. But, glad again, just more shooters. We got shooters on shooters on shooters in the crib, yo. Just ready just to murk anybody because we're a little upset at high school. Absolute fucking trash. Absolute fucking trash. The first safe injection sites opened in Florida, or New York. A totally good thing. Should be more of them. Again, what fixes that? Education. People don't actually want to fucking do a bunch of drugs all day. If they're really insecure and never develop themselves, that is where they get their calmness. That's where they feel comfortable. Is when they're not being nonsense. I'm not making excuses. Plenty of drug addicts are actually just fucking like insecure people that don't grow up for themselves. But overall, 9% investor maturity over this whole fucking species. Nobody's mature enough. Nobody cares enough. And then, well, we're just apes on a rock, and well, we're just going to get there the next day. With safe injection sites, those are very, very good. So I'm glad to see that going on. This is another random thing. I've talked my YouTube comments being removed. I have, again, this is my 326th YouTube video, but I had some comments removed on my, and I have the right to free speech, but private companies can just, there's no enforceability, they'll just violate anything they want. And it's just the weirdest shit ever. Like, I'm trying to find the comments right here, sorry. But the mafia states of America, just two Italian mobsters, American mafia dudes talking, and I open up the thing with talking about linguistics. And again, I can literally speak any language that has ever existed. I can make any sound at any level of resonance proportional to my mass. The only one that has ever modified legal discourse with a fucking math proof and lots of them. And I'm the definitive source on pronunciation. And I can fuck up pronunciation, but there's if you can't state a fact to me, there's no ability for you to drive around me. Like you can't. I'm not trying to be weird, but at my level, you can provide me data, evidence, facts, or there is nothing you can contribute to my analytics. Nothing. Literally nothing. But so I post this video. Again, I told you I was excited. It was the first one that got organic views over again a couple hundred in the first day or two. After 326 videos. But the first comment I get is, bro, just say the names the way they say them. You sound like a fucking idiot. To which I responded, io parlo italiano, because I speak Italian. But first I want to say again, this is the granny at the mall yelling, speak English in America, when the reality is they're offended, they don't understand what's being said. And they feel stupid. When you feel stupid, you get embarrassed. When you get embarrassed, you're salty, and then you defend yourself. And so, I get that comment, and that one's still up there right now, to which I literally just hit the love button on YouTube and said, io parlo italiano. But the Italian language has a general cadence to it, right? Michael Francis is how he pronounces his name. That would be Francis, Francis. In Zese, Francese. That's certainly how you fucking pronounce it. But the Italian language has a natural cadence to it. Like Machiavelli. It's not, I can say Machiavelli, but it's Machiavelli. There's a natural cadence to the fucking Italian language. You just say this shit in front of illiterate people again. I'm sure they're literally just jerking off to people because they've killed people. And they're like, oh yeah, same how they say them. Go ask them if they can pronounce Italian, if they can speak Italian, and the answer will be fuck no. I've also seen comments on YouTube like, highly voted on some of these, it's like, for being Italian people, they sure can't pronounce an Italian last name. And they can. But then I also there was another, that one's up there right now, and then I got another one that was removed. And it was basically saying the same thing. The dude said, sorry, I just couldn't get past the hilarious mispronunciations you have, which I don't. But then he says, like, stick to something that you should review, or you know how to review. And I just responded, thanks, exclamation mark, like guitar, because he had a guitar picture for his YouTube profile thing. And I was like, again, I'm not a guitarist, I'm not a musician, I'm just trying my best. But, just again, they get insulted because they don't know something, they have to insult me. But that one got removed. My legal point is that one got fucking removed, and the one that calls me a fucking idiot doesn't get removed. I don't want either of them to get removed. If you want to see all of my videos, I want all of them, all of the comments up there. If you at this point, again, I'm not mad, but if you want to demonstrate this level of illiteracy, it's not going to go well for your career, and it's against the Constitution. Like, why? What? Honestly, what's the YouTube thought for the algorithm to call me a fucking idiot doesn't get resolved, but a general criticism of, like, I don't know how to pronounce things, which doesn't offend me. I mean, these people are hillbillies. I'm sure they can't speak English properly. So that was interesting. Then I also got another comment from Pedro. Que bueno que tu español y tu francés son mejores que tu italiano. La pronunciación estaba bien, por cierto. Saludos y gracias por el video. That good that your Espanol and French are better than your Italian. The pronunciation was well for certain. Again, para, no por. Pedro Medina, no señor. Para es for, por es by. But again, like I said, it never logically strikes me like the por cierto for certain. Para cierto, but again, none of this strikes me like the logic. I can't even fuck it up anymore. But so we have a Spanish speaker who, again, the Italian language is to me phonetically close to the Spanish language. He's like, thank you and salute for your video. And then the two English speakers are like, oh, you can't speak any fucking words. So I thought that was funny, but legally I have no understanding of why YouTube removes any of those comments. My settings will allow everything. And the one that's honestly more just illiterate and less vulgar gets removed. No fucking idea there. Let me see if it's still rolling. And so last couple notes, as you've seen on my channel, I really like to support other YouTubers, other scientists. I really like to support them. Fuck no, unsubscribe, fuck their businesses. It's business time now, let's compete. May the best intellectual fucking win. And I have an infinite index, so good luck with that. But Russell Brand, wanted to give him a shout out for being one of the most illiterate cunts ever. Just an absolute trashy fucking YouTuber. Honestly, dude, drives me fucking crazy. I didn't even watch the video. I saw titles called and his, god fucking, this dude's like 40 or 50, and his intro thing on YouTube is like a fart joke. Like that just is just the most run-of-the-mill trash I've ever seen. Sorry, I'm not fucking sorry, fuck you. But what, he's like 4 million subscribers. But he had a can we not question Big Pharma video in the past day or two. You were allowed to question anything you want, Russell Brand. What level of mathematics do you understand? What level of logic do you understand? 1 + 1 never equals 3. It just doesn't. And so questioning Big Pharma when there's millions of theorems that you don't understand and a proof that's so comprehensive you don't understand, these are proofs. No different than anything Terence Tayal does. So this shit is real and it matters. And it's more comprehensive than anybody can literally keep up with or understand, certainly not reproduce. And this is what people don't get, is like, this isn't like a fucking joke to me, man. This is the only way I've ever fucking been. And I don't care about helping people, I don't care about fixing shit. I would like to stop getting harassed, and I would like to have human rights. And while at the same time, again, this dude gets 4 million subscribers, like, what's he get, comedian? Yeah, okay, not funny at all. But question Big Pharma. Questioning is not violating things that are proven, Russell. I don't know what else to fucking say. I know you and Ben Shapiro calmly disagreed. You're both fucking idiots. So profoundly, you're hurting people. I know you got 4 million subs, things are going, people watch what you say, oh yeah, make money. And then you can't understand you're actually fucking hurting people. So just shout out to Russell Brand for being a fucking idiot, fuck you. But question Big Pharma, and again, about stuff, about being anti-vax. Oh, the vaccines don't work, all the masks don't work, and then it's literally just an echo chamber of other fucking idiots. It's the same shit every fucking week. And then one final note, I like to keep the good stuff for last, but I made a comment, a very confident assertion on my last science video, that I was pretty confident that shape-shifting I don't really like, but the biological modification would probably be limited by anatomy, which I still think is probable, or at least likely, or maybe, but I have some other data that says otherwise now. So walking 2 foot to 4 foot really quick, that could still be anatomy, or it just couldn't be, and if it's not a visual effect, I have a big question mark there for right now. So again, the limits of technology, even as they do it right in front of my face, I still don't. How? Fucking how? I don't know. I just don't fucking know. So I'm gonna put a big question mark for what are the limits of biological shape-shifting. So that's what I got for the talking points today. Getting a lot of legal stuff. Not gonna do any more stories. Episode's gone long enough. But let the bodies hit the flow. Remember. And again, another thing people say is like Ben Shapiro will call abortion murder. Again, a sentient being taking away another sentient life. If you were dependent, that is not murder. It's not killing. It just isn't. Biologically. I'm not asking anybody. Do whatever you want, make whatever laws you want, promote whatever political commentary you want, and keep damaging the society. Let the bodies hit the flow, let the shit hit the fan. Who fucking cares? So, hope you learned something or didn't. I don't know, I'm just trying to make some fucking money with some videos. Check back next time and see you then.